Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. How's it going? It is so good to see so many friends in chat right now. Thank you everybody for stopping by to what is an extremely impromptu stream. I don't normally stream on Wednesdays. I had nothing scheduled, but lo and behold, here we are. My partner's actually out for a work event. I had to drop her off. She said she'll be 2 or 3 hours, and I said, you know what? I've got nothing else to do tonight. Why don't we hang out, play some Breath of the Wild, try to continue working through this 100% challenge, because God knows we got to put in some hours if we actually want to complete this thing. So DG Tiff is in the house once again. Pardon me, DJ Tiff. Wicka wicka wah. What is up, Mix? Good to see you. Hi, Kev. Hi, Rector. Hi, DNA. Hey, Death. Oh my goodness, so many friends here. I hope y'all are having a fantastic Wednesday so far. Thanks for spending a little bit of it here with me. I was writing in the Discord earlier, the weather in my part of the world right now is terrible. There are so many wildfires around the city, and the way the wind is blowing, all of the smoke is actually blowing into the city right now. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but the smoke is so bad. My eyes are burning, my nose is burning, my throat is burning. The air quality scale, in Canada we use a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of air quality, 1 being the best, 10 being the worst. Today's air quality was an 11. Legitimately off the scale, so I'm not feeling my best, hence why DigiTiff is taking over the hosting duties for this evening. I'm a little bit snuffly, so I do apologize. I got lots of water here. We're going to keep ourselves hydrated, and I'm going to pretend that I'm in Hyrule breathing in that clean air. According to our save here, the last time we played Breath of the Wild was May 24th, so it's been, what, 2 weeks? Almost 3 weeks? Since we made any progress in Breath of the Wild, so definitely happy to hop back in here tonight. As you can see, we've currently got 39 shrines and 264 Korok seeds. So I think most of you guys have seen at least some of this challenge by now, but if you haven't, welcome to the 100% run in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The 100% challenge is notable in this game because it's difficult. 100%ing a game in general is supposed to be difficult, but not this difficult. Breath of the Wild is extraordinarily difficult, and that is due mostly in part to how many collectibles you need to find. You need to find 900 Korok seeds to achieve 100% in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. As I just said, we have 264, so you can do the math. We're, not even a third of the way through. I started this challenge back in January, and I said my goal is to complete this challenge by the end of the year. So we're halfway through the year, and I'm not halfway through the run, so we really got to put some work in on Breath of the Wild. So that's exactly what we're going to do here tonight. I am not doing this blind. I am following an interactive map or guide because I'm not a masochist. This is hard enough as it is. So you can see here, basically what I do is I look at the interactive map, I see where all the Koroks are, I mark them on my in-game map, and then we go for each one. So the last little area we were exploring is over here on the far west side of the map. This is as far west as you can go. And tonight's going to be kind of exciting because tonight I think we're actually going to pick up the main quest. We did our first Divine Beast a long time ago, all the way over here. Divine Beast Varuta in the Zora region, the Lanayru region. But we're going to head to our second Divine Beast now, which is the big bird region right up here in the Rito area. So that's kind of fun. We're going to make our way now up to their main city, which is right here in the middle of Lake Totori. And along the way, we've got some Korok seeds to find, of course. So let me just mark those on my map, and then we'll get moving. There's one right here. There's one. It can be difficult as well to, look at this digital map and try to then correlate where it is on the in-game map, but so far we've been doing all right. So we got one there, and then we're going into the main city. There's a shrine here and a shrine quest, and then we'll pick up the main quest as well. So there's actually only just a couple of Koroks on this side. We'll make our way over, and then we'll hit the other side. That's such a wild number. 900 of any item is insane. It's literally insane. You think of games that have a lot of collectibles, but I don't know if there's any game that even comes close to the amount of collectibles that there are in this game. Nintendo said, oh, you want collectibles? We'll give you collectibles. The best part is in the sequel, Tears of the Kingdom, there's even more. I believe there's 1,000, if not 1,100 Koroks to find in Tears of the Kingdom, so I guess 900 looks pretty good when you compare it to Tears of the Kingdom. I've had many people ask if we're gonna do 100% in Tears of the Kingdom, and at this point I'm like, don't even ask me. We're not even halfway through this challenge. I do not want to think about anything else right now. Get back to me in like 2 to 3 years after we've hopefully completed this challenge and maybe the pain of it has worn off a little bit. But yeah, so for the 100% completion, you need to do all the basic stuff that you would expect to do. You need to complete the main story. You need to go to all the named locations on the map. But the biggest challenge, of course, is those Korok seeds. That accounts for the majority of it. But we're slowly and surely making our way. You can kind of see I've been going sort of section by section. So all of this is complete, which is, you know, maybe half. Not even quite half, I guess, if you look strictly at the count. But anyway, we're not going to focus on what we don't have. We're going to focus on what we do have. And the best part about this challenge is I have found it to be, like, rather relaxing. It's just, like, kind of chill. We're just going around Hyrule, collecting Koroks, having a good time. So that's the whole purpose of these streams. Hopefully you can sit back, relax, take a load off, and hang out with us. So first Korok we're looking for should be right here. The first of many. Hey, look who it is! It's Spinachy! Ash, what is going on, my friend? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody. If you guys aren't following my friend Spinachy, please change that immediately. One of the best creators on this platform with 2 of the cutest cats in the entire world. I'll be completely honest with you, one of my life fantasies is for my cat to hang out with Ash's cats. Like, if people were like, Tiff, what's your wildest fantasy? It would be like a play date between my cat and Ash's cats. Because they're so cute. I love them. Look at them in the chat. Hello, Spinachy. Hello, Verdon. Hello, John. Hello. Holy sheet. Nice. Are you playing this on Switch too? No, this is still the Switch 1. So unfortunately, we don't have all those performance upgrades. But I've heard that Breath of the Wild runs really nicely on Switch 2. So I'm going to have to give it a shot at some point. Hello everybody, for those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Tallara. I don't actually normally stream on Wednesday nights. This is a bit of an impromptu stream for me. My partner's out at a work event, so I had nothing to do tonight, so I said, you know what? I'm gonna go hang out with my friends and play video games. So here we are. We're currently working on something that I've been working on for many months now. At the beginning of 2025, I set myself a little goal, a little challenge to 100% Breath of the Wild. And if you guys aren't aware, you know, 100%ing a game in general is usually difficult, but Breath of the Wild is uniquely difficult because of how many freaking collectibles there are. Obviously, the world of Breath of the Wild is huge, and throughout this world there are 900 Korok seeds that you have to find and collect. So we started this challenge in January. I made like a little goal for myself to finish it by the end of the year. We'll see if that happens or not. Hey, Zippy!
I want to pet all my internet friends' cats. Find a pet, Tallar Pat.
Agreed. Zippy, thank you so much for the resub. 65 months. That is incredible. I appreciate that. Yeah, can I update my fantasy? It's not just Ash's cats that I want to have a playdate with. I want Zippy's cat there too. Zippy has a beautiful, majestic, floofy cat. I would love for Quasar to join our playdate. So if we can make that happen, that would be fantastic. Alright. Now, the wind here, that wasn't really helping me, was it? Alright. Yeah, Ash, I hope you had a great stream tonight. I saw you've been back into Siege. What's going on there? I never thought I'd see the day that you returned to Rainbow Six Siege, but if anyone wants to see some pew-pew action, head on over to Ash's stream. She is a pro. You would love that. Just imagine the piles of floof. Ash's cats, my cat, your cat. It would just be like Floof City. It would be so cute. Alright, these bats have got to leave me alone. So there's the next Divine Beast, right up there. And we actually might tackle him tonight, depending on how long we go for. I also didn't realize I was dying until this very moment, so let's fix that. Oh, I don't have any food? Okay, well, we should probably fix that as well at some point. If I find anywhere. I think there's a stable coming up that we can do some cooking at, because I had no idea the situation was so dire. Just clouds lazing about everywhere. Clouds. I love it. Yeah, now Muffin is not quite as poofy as Happy and Nor and Quasar. Her fur is not quite as long as those clouds, but I can admit, and now I am biased, that she is incredibly, incredibly soft. She is as soft as a cloud. Alright, where was the next... Yeah, okay. So the next Korok seed, I'm pretty sure this is a stable right here, if I remember correctly. So we'll go to the stable and then grab the next Korok seed there. The issue is I kind of had to jump off a cliff to get this Korok seed. So here's what I might do. I might actually travel back to Tabantha Tower just so we can glide. And I don't have to try to climb this cliff. I think it'll just be better that way. But yeah, for anyone just joining us, you can see we're at 266 Korok seeds out of 900. Another thing we need to do is all 120 shrines. We've got 39 of those, so... we're like not quite a third of the way there, somewhere 28, 29, 30% maybe. But yeah, tonight we are heading over there to Rito Village, and you can see the Divine Beast flying around, so we are actually going to start the next main story quest, which is kind of exciting, so we'll head over there now. Ooh, it's a blood moon tonight. Did you play Tears of the Kingdom? I did, and I loved Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is how you do a sequel. It was just as good, if not better, than Breath of the Wild, which is a tall order because Breath of the Wild, in my opinion, is a masterpiece. So, kudos to Nintendo. They followed it up. They did really well. But I don't know if you know, there's even more Koroks in Tears of the Kingdom. There's either 1,000 or 1,100. Maybe even 1,200. There's over 1,000 Koroks in Tears of the Kingdom. So Nintendo said, oh, you didn't waste enough time finding Koroks in Breath of the Wild? Don't worry, we got you. We got you. So if you're looking for a real challenge, just go right to Tears of the Kingdom. I actually liked it more, but it took me so much longer to realize that because I hate the building. That's the only part that I didn't love. I agree. I personally didn't love the building. I know a lot of people did love it. But the great thing is that building was required for certain sections, but you could almost just cheese it. Like, it didn't require very intricate building. And a lot, you know what I mean? Like, the building, well, not quite optional, Nintendo made it such that you didn't have to rely on it too much, so that if you didn't like the building, you could play without it, but if you did like the building, then you could build whatever you want, which is really nice, because I also personally didn't love the building, but everything else was fantastic. I know the blood moon is rising, Zelda. It's risen like 10 million times, and I appreciate the call out every time, but like, focus on your fight with Ganon, okay? Because I'm a be a minute before I come and rescue you. I've said it many times throughout this run so far, but Zelda must be pissed. She's like, Link, what are you doing? Like, oh, don't worry, sweetie. You just keep fighting a 1v1 versus Ganon. And I'll be out here collecting all 900 Korok seeds, but don't worry. Then I'll come by and save you. It's called priorities, right? End the game, Zelda. She's our Siri, exactly. It's like, we love you, we're gonna be there to save you, but it's gonna take a minute, because, I got a lot of question marks to uncover in Skellige. Exactly. Very, very similar, Ash. Alright, we should be almost at the stable? Let's see. Gwent isn't gonna play itself. I know. You gotta have your priorities in order. There it is. Okay, there's the stable. So we're gonna stop at the stable so I can heal, and I can do some cooking. And then there's one Korok seed over here that we'll pick up before we head into the Rito village right there. Rito stable. Beauty. I'll steal their firewood. Never know when that's going to come in handy. Alright, now, let's do some cooking. So I know some people look up specifically like different recipes and whatnot when cooking in Breath of the Wild. I'll be the first to admit, I just toss shit in the bowl and hope for the best. Like if we put these 4 snails in there, I'm sure we'll make something yummy, right? Some crazy escargot, sneaky seafood skewer, perfect. The thing is like some people obviously are trying to get certain effects on what they're cooking. For me, at this point, as long as it restores hearts, that's all I need. Perfect. Fried wild greens. Beauty. Looking yummy. Would I eat a bowl of fried snails? No, but luckily Link isn't as much of a picky eater as I am. We got the fried wild greens. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm sure if we put like a bunch of apples in a pot, we'll make like something good. Simmered fruit. Beauty. Beauty, beauty. As long as it's restoring my hearts, I am happy. There we go. Did I have any truffles? I thought I did, but I might have eaten them all in a moment of desperation. Because truffles are one of the best foods that you can find in the game. If you can cook a truffle, it restores a lot of health. And I know I had some, but I'm pretty sure I was desperate and just ate them raw. So, that's fine. What happens if we just cook milk? Like, is that a... what would I get? Steamed milk, I guess? Just milk, yeah. Make this by heating up some milk. Drink it before bed to ensure a good night's sleep. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Gotta be honest, I feel like I have mostly monster parts. Like, I don't have a lot of edible items in here. Like, we got eyeballs, we got various rocks, 65 bat wings for some reason. I really gotta work on, getting more food items, that's for sure. Like, what am I gonna do with this giant tooth? I don't know. Let's just cook the rest of these razor shrooms. Alright, that's good enough for right now. And now we'll spend the night at the inn. Hello, good sir. I would like one of your comfiest beds. Welcome. Also, the audio is being weird. One second, I'm just gonna restart the game capture software. I find that happens sometimes. The audio gets a little crackly. Let's see if this is any better. Apologies for ruining the immersion there. Alright, soft bed, 40 rupees. Hit me. Sleep until morning. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at those full hearts, even a bonus heart. Alright, so from here, there is another Korok up in this big tree. Wow, that is a thick tree. Holy crap. That is the thickest tree I've ever seen in my life. That is thick with like 4 C's. There we go. Sorry. I always feel bad when I drop the rock back on their head. Sorry, little guy. Yeah. That sweet little sound never gets old. Good morning. Did you need something? Who are you? I am Gasane of the Rito. The Rito? Yes. The Rito of Lake Totori, where the men are fine archers and the women better singers. You being a Highland, I'm surprised you haven't heard that before. You should visit the village if you get a chance. I mean, I hate how you're putting the 2 genders into boxes. What if the women want to be an archer and the men want to be singers? Come on. Stop living in a binary, my guy. But anywho. You can see the shrine that we're looking for is right there out in the open. Well, actually, that's one shrine, and then if I remember correctly... So here's the thing, for anyone wondering. This is my 3rd playthrough of Breath of the Wild. I put hundreds of hours into it when it first came out back in 2017. And then we actually have played it on stream before. I did a crowd control run of Breath of the Wild. I believe that was in 2022, which was just madness. So this is technically my 3rd playthrough. So I have experience, but it has been a while since I've played, so... I'm trying to remember things, but at the same time, I don't obviously remember everything, so... It's a bit of a mixture. But here's our 2nd Divine Beast. Big Burb. Very dramatic piano introduction there to Big Burp. We'll find out what's ailing him soon enough. Rito Village. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, one thing I definitely want to do here is we definitely want to visit this goddess shrine and use some of our spirit orbs to exchange for either a heart container or a stamina vessel. So we need 13 heart containers to pull out the Master Sword, which is what I'm working on right now. I'm trying to see, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 11. So I'll get one more, that's 12. And then once we do the shrines here in the village, I'll have enough for one more, which will be 13, which means we can get the Master Sword. Oh, damn. I didn't realize that we could get the Master Sword tonight, but we absolutely will. So you get one spirit orb for every shrine that you can complete. And you need 4 to exchange. So we just need one more. And then we'll have enough hearts for the Master Sword. So that's exciting. Another thing I definitely want to do in this village is, if we have enough money, I want to purchase the warm clothes. No, that's the inn. This is the item shop. There's a shop here that sells warm clothes, and this whole region, because it's mountainous, is very cold. So the warm clothes, yeah, here they are, will come in handy. Now the issue is I don't know if I have enough money. I've got enough for the tunic. I have to choose between tunic. For some reason, the headdress is the most expensive, which seems weird to me. But yeah, we've got to choose between the tunic and the trousers, so I'll go tunic. Got to start somewhere, and then when we get some more money, we'll come back and buy the matching trousers. I actually really like the snow quill set in terms of just its appearance. I think it looks really cool. Lined with molted Rito feathers, this tunic was made by Rito artisans for Hylians visiting cold climates. The feathers are stacked in each layer to retain body heat. That's perfect for you. Thank you very much. So one of the really cool things about both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is how many different outfits there are. I don't know about you guys, but I love dressing up my character in video games. Whenever there's an opportunity to get different outfits in video games, I always jump right on it. So the fact that you can play dress up with Link in so many different outfits across both games is really fun to me. Alright, over here we've got another cooking pot if we need to cook anything, but as we just found out, I don't have many more ingredients, so we'll leave that for now. We'll keep climbing up and up and up and up. Link's working out the old glutes today. And then we can go grab this shrine right here. So this shrine is cool because not only is it a shrine so you get a reward, but since it's actually right here in the village, once you complete it, it acts as a warp point so you can get back to Rito Village at any time. So definitely important to grab this right here, even if you're not working on a crazy 100% run like I am. What challenge awaits us inside, I wonder? Let's find out. Windmills. Okay, we got wind. And I guess we need all these little spinny things to be blowing. Cool, okay. So that gets that row. I haven't played Breath of the Wild in a little while, so you have to apologize for me, like, randomly crouching and stuff, because, I've completely forgotten what the buttons are. We're figuring it out as we go here. Okay, so that gets those. Now, the issue is there's nothing in this row. So I can't knock out that entire row. Now, do these turn? Oh, they turn the whole way around. Okay, interesting. So if that's the case, we'll do that. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do... okay, which ones aren't? These two and that one are the only ones left. So if I hit this one this way, No, this is the only way this one here can be activated is with this one. So this has got to be facing this way. And then this one this way. What's left? None. I did it. Yay! Let's go. Solving puzzles. That's pretty easy. Now, with this spirit orb, we will get heart container number 13, which means we can go pull that master sword out, which is always nice to have. One of the main issues that people have with Breath of the Wild is the weapon durability system. So unfortunately, all your cool weapons, all the stuff you find on your adventures, every single weapon will eventually break, except for the Master Sword. The Master Sword is an unbreakable weapon, so that in itself is very invaluable, let alone the fact that it's just a powerful weapon as well. So I'm immediately gonna go get that heart container and then go pull out the Master Sword. Then we'll come back and continue exploring in Rito Village after that. Now, did I overshoot? Yeah. Oops. Yeah, how's everybody doing on this lovely Wednesday evening? Thank you for stopping by for this very impromptu stream. I hope your day was okay. And I hope you're having a nice evening, no matter what you're doing. Okay, that is 13, right? I gotta count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's 13. Okay. And I'm pretty sure the magic number for the Master Sword is 13, but I guess we'll find that out here now momentarily, too. Alright, so this is the Korok village here in the Lost Woods, and this is where the Master Sword has been laying in rest, waiting for Link to wake up and come claim it. It is right here, but you'll see as you pull it out, your health actually decreases. So if you don't have 13 hearts, you can actually kill yourself trying to pull a Master Sword out. We should have just enough, I think, but I guess we'll find out soon. Oh, wow. Just enough. Yes, we did it! Woohoo! Good job, Linky. There's that Master Sword. What an epic moment, and now we'll get a little memory to go along with it as well.
The Master will come for you. Until then, you shall rest safely here. Although the slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories, please trust me when I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
The Master Sword. I heard it speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Great Deku Tree, I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yes.
I love having the opportunity to recover those memories. They crafted such a beautiful story in Breath of the Wild, and it was so fun uncovering it for the first time. And that's where the Master Sword has sat ever since, restoring its power, restoring its energy, waiting for Link to come up and take it. And you can see it's all healed up now. Looking better than ever, all cleaned up. Looks like Link's happy with it.
What you just saw happened where you stand 100 years ago. After you were separated from the sword, the princess thought to bring it here, where she knew that it would be safe under my watch. She continues to fight, trapped deep within the confines of Hyrule Castle. Her heart cascades with faith that you will return. She has a smile like the sun. I would do much to feel its warmth upon me.
Hey Ash, how are you? Perfect timing, you arrived just in time. We pulled out the Master Sword. And there it is, the legendary sword that seals the darkness. Its blade gleams with a sacred luster that can oppose the calamity. Only a hero chosen by the sword itself may wield it. That blade has a name. It is the Master Sword. When used against Calamity Ganon, or those tainted by his malice, it will become suffused with holy light. At such times, the true power of the sword will manifest. But be warned, do not rely too much on its power. If you wield it without need, its power will be exhausted, and it will no longer be of use to you. Should this happen, you must wait for the sword to recover. It would be rash to rely on this sword alone to defeat Ganon. I suggest you free the divine beasts before facing him. Sounds good, but for now, main quest, the hero's sword is complete. The cool thing about the Master Sword, too, is it comes with this awesome sheath. Looks so cool, gilded with gold. It's got the Triforce there. Oh yeah, looking good. Alright, so now that we got the Master Sword, we can actually go back to Rito Village and pick up where we left off, which is actually more main quest. I'm home now from a movie, binging on a couple of Peacemaker episodes and maybe Scavenger's Reign before I get some sleep for one last day, filling in for work before a day off. Very nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed your movie tonight, Ash, and I hope you enjoy your TV watching. Sit back, relax, rest up, and just one more day till a day off. You can do it. We had some leftover pizza and are now munching on some Pringles. Heck yeah, I can't think of a better way to relax. That sounds fantastic. Honestly, I haven't had Pringles in so long. Oh my gosh, now I want Pringles. What have you done, Ash? Now I just want Pringles. You alright, bud? Welcome. Oh, what's the matter? No offense, but this is not your concern. That cursed monster. I like his haircut, man. I didn't realize that the Rito could have feathers and hair. That's an interesting combination. We are going to steal his bow, though. Oh, no, we aren't, because I can't carry anymore, so. It's your lucky day, bud. I didn't steal your bow after all. What's going on over here? Hello, say, traveler. I take it you've seen Divine Beast Va Medoh. Everyone is at a loss as to what to do. I can't help but sigh every time I look skyward. When will we be able to go back to living a relaxed life here? Where did he go? He was right above us before. He just flies around this area, so... Oh, there he is. Dum-da-dum, la-li-li. Ever since Divine Beast Va Medoh showed up, my singing voice just hasn't been the same. Seems like a weird reason to lose your singing voice, but who am I to judge? Rito Village is actually quite big. It wraps right around this pillar, you can see. Over here. Look at who it is. It's not a Rito, it's another Hylian. Hello. G'day. She's Australian, apparently. I'm not even going to pretend to try to put on an Australian accent, though. I'd like you guys to stick around, so... Whoa, I just realized that you're Hylian. You just wandering around Hyrule trying to find yourself? I mean, by myself, if you mean Korok seeds, then yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm here on my honeymoon, but this town is seriously a hole. In Gerudo Town, they've got jewelry to buy. Zora's Domain is always a hoot with all the weird spiritual fish people. But here, I just want to go home already. Oh, really? Give me a break already. I can't believe my husband brought me here for our honeymoon. He already apologized, but if he doesn't want a divorce, I told him he'd better bring me a baked apple. Damn, where is your husband? That's rough. Ah, visitor, welcome to... Oh, that object on your hip. Could it be? Forgive me, where are my manners? I am Kennelly, elder of Rito Village. I really love how the elder is like this big owl. I just think his design is so cool. He's like a mix between an old wise man and an owl. He's got the beard, it's braided, but he's so cool. Now then, is that not a Sheikah slate dangling from your hip? That's right. Oh my, so it is true. That means you must be a champion like Master Rivali, one of the few able to board Divine Beast Medoh. No, what am I thinking? The champions have all been dead for 100 years. This boy must be a mere descendant, an inheritor of the Sheikah slate. Ah, forgive me. Champion descendant, if you would listen to this old man's request, you would have my eternal gratitude. I'll listen. Thank you, truly. Now that I know you have the blood of a champion, there's something I must ask of you. How shall I put this? I would like you to deal with Divine Beast Medoh, the giant beast circling above us. Only a chosen one, a champion, can stop a Divine Beast. You must enter the beast and bend it to your will. I tried explaining this to the more headstrong Rito warriors, but they wouldn't listen to reason. Tiba and Hearth tried to confront Medoh, but it did not go well, and Hearth was injured. Tiba escaped unscathed, but I fear he now plans to face Medoh alone. As a descendant of the champions, perhaps you can help us. Please, find Tiba. If you work together, you may be able to stop Divine Beast Medoh. Alright, and there's our next main quest. Divine Beast Medoh. Perfect. So, from here... actually not sure where we have to go. I guess I'll just follow the little quest marker and see. When in doubt, follow the quest marker. Want me to tell you a story? I love stories, little pink bird. Awesome, me too. Ahem. Once upon a time, my grandpa stopped at a big tree while he was climbing a big mountain and looked below him to the northwest, when suddenly he saw a huge snow-white birdie with its wings spread wide. My grandpa took off flying after the snow-white birdie. And as he got a little closer to the white birdie, Grandpa saw something super important inside its belly. The birdie had swallowed... Well, what was it? I always get sleepy around that part of the story, so I don't remember. Oh, I know where the big tree is, though. It's over there. You see it? Grandpa said he saw the snow-white birdie from that tree. Now, what did that snow-white birdie swallow? I can't hear the story from Grandpa anymore. Well, that's sad. But now we've got a new shrine quest, the bird in the mountains. We'll get to that in a bit. Alright. For now, though, we're going down here. Yeah. No. Open beds. What do we do? Main quest. Let's take a closer look. Tiba's... Oh, we're looking for Tiba's wife, Saki. Who appears to be marked on the map. I'm pretty sure she was upstairs, though. I think I went past her. I gotta go back up. I think I overshot. Hey, Euro, how are you? Happy Wednesday, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome to a totally impromptu Breath of the Wild stream. Just here putting in some work on that 100% completion run. You know how it is. And tonight we're actually doing some main story, which is kind of exciting. Going to deal with the big birdie Divine Beast. Now, pretty sure it's her here we need to talk to. Yeah, forgive my intrusion, but I overheard you speaking with the Elder. It sounds like you intend to help my husband, Tiba, in the fight against Medoh. But to tell the truth, there's not much I can do for you right now beyond telling you where my husband went. Where did he go? Well, my husband headed to a place called the Flight Range. It's in Dronok's Pass at the base of the Heber Mountains. It's a place where Rito warriors prepare for aerial combat. I imagine he's gone there to gather weapons for another run at Medoh. As it happens, he made his way to the Flight Range on foot this time. If you take off from Rivali's Landing, it's a straight shot down to the Flight Range. Rivali's Landing is a memorial for the Rito champion Rivali, so named in the hope that none might forget the events of that horrible day. Cue Link remembering something. What do you know about Rivali, Link? Care to share?
Impressive, I know. Very few can achieve a mastery of the sky. Yet I have made an art of creating an updraft that allows me to soar. It's considered to be quite the masterpiece of aerial techniques, even among the Rito. With proper utilization of my superior skills, I see no reason why we couldn't easily dispense with Ganon. Now then, my ability to explore the firmament is certainly of note. But let's not, pardon me for being so blunt, let's not forget the fact that I am the most skilled archer of all the Rito. Yet despite these truths, it seems that I've been tapped to merely assist you. All because you happen to have that little darkness-sealing sword on your back. I mean, it's just asinine. Unless you think you can prove me wrong, maybe we should just settle this one-on-one. But where? Oh, I know. How about up there? Oh, you must pardon me. I forgot you have no way of making it up to that divine beast on your own.
Rivali was a bit of a dick, wasn't he?
Good luck sealing the darkness!
Descendant! Descendant, are you alright? My apologies. I fear I've said far too much. If there is anything you do not understand, please do not hesitate to ask. You, sir, are a speciest. Yeah, he was definitely a little bit of a dick, that Rivali, but anyway. Now we need to go catch up with Tiba. So Tiba is right up that way. So if we actually jump off here and glide, we should be able to make it right across the canyon to the other side. You can see there's a shrine over here too. And of course, there are some Koroks that I'll mark on my map once we make it safely over. I guess you could say he's a dick with wings. Yeah, as he very much liked to remind me. I have wings. I can make updrafts. You, sir? Just have a sword on your back. Meh. No, it's why I actually really want to do this Divine Beast, because even though Rivali was a dick, he was right that his special move was really good. So once we complete this Divine Beast, we have access to Rivali's special move, which allows us to essentially jump really high, but create just like an updraft underneath us, and that's really going to help us in exploration, because there's been many times where things have been too high or it's been too hard to access. So when we have Rivali's ability, that'll really help. Now, we do have the Rito tunic on, but clearly that still isn't enough to keep Link warm. We need the pants, so we're gonna need to work on getting some money so we can buy those. What happens? I should have made some dishes with the spicy pepper, so we would have had something. Ah, this'll work. If we drink the spicy elixir, it'll grant us a low-level warming effect. Increasing our resistance to cold environments is exactly what we need. I thought you said Tifa when I said Tiba. Oh, I wish I was going to see Tifa. Trust me, I very much wish we were going to see Tifa instead of Tiba. Okay, let me just quickly mark the Korok seed. So there's one actually right next to our objective, which is nice. And then we saw the shrine, which was right here-ish. And then there's another Korok seed right there. So we'll just grab those couple. As someone who doesn't know much about Breath of the Wild, I keep thinking you're saying Dorito. Not the Rito, Dorito. Honestly, I like that better. Screw the Rito, they're Doritos now. Well, Mix, hopefully it isn't too jarring for you just jumping in here with me on Breath of the Wild. Hopefully I'm giving you enough background that you can follow along. And honestly, if not, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the vibes. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Okay, the Korok seed up here, where is it? It's, there should be fairy lights up on top of this hut. Top of the hut? Like, how far on top? Well, we're not going to find out because it's going to push me into this cutscene first. This is Tifa. Tifa.
Yeah.
No, bit flatter chest than Tifa.
I don't know you, and I'm actually pretty busy here. You should probably go.
Mix, I know when we were chatting on Monday, you mentioned that you have an exam coming up. Is that right? Have you had your exam yet, or are you still in study mode? How the heck am I gonna get up on top of that? It's next week? Okay, well, wishing you all of the good luck. Yeah, feel free to just sit here, turn your brain off, and listen to Link grunt for a couple hours. We talked about the whole wet sponge metaphor on Monday. Gotta give that brain time to absorb all the information. Ah! I was trying to, like, basically transfer from the cliff to the roof. I'm gonna have to climb up higher, I think, and then jump off. Can Link do, like, a back jump? I don't know if he can. Like, I want him to just jump on the roof there, you know what I mean? Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. Now. Ah, yes, I see where we're supposed to go. The professor also announced on Monday, the last class before the exam, I don't feel like manually correcting all your exams, so it's actually going to be online, which I do appreciate because I was basically slaving over this for the last 3 weeks since I need a 90% to pass. Well, doing stuff online is always helpful because it's always good to be in an environment that you're comfortable in, you know? So that's a plus. Yeah! Did you need something? I'm busy here. I can help you. Help me? With what exactly? Medoh. Let me get this straight. Some random Hylian wants to help me bring down divine-based Medoh. I'm not buying it. What's your name, stranger? I'm Link. Link, huh? Well, Link. I'm Tiba. But you already knew that. I'm guessing the Elder asked you to come here and talk some sense into me. Am I right? Yeah, that's exactly it. Just like the Elder to trust any fool wandering into town. Look, you seem like an alright guy, but let's make one thing clear. I'm not going anywhere. As a Rito warrior, I can't rest until my people are safe. There's only one way I'm going back to Rito Village. And that is... once Divine Beast Medoh falls from the sky. If I have to kill Medoh, so be it. Only then will I return to the village. Well, then let's get started. Are you serious? Well, far be it from me to talk you off the ledge, but it's as the Elder said, the only way to stop Divine Beast Medoh is to get inside it. Fat chance of that happening. There's no way we can set foot in Medoh. Actually... So not only are you wingless, you're brainless too. Let me fill you in. The only people able to enter the Divine Beasts are the 5 champions of old. And unfortunately for us and the rest of Hyrule, they all died 100 years ago. If it hadn't been for Ganon... Never mind. Let's focus on bringing down Medoh, one step at a time. If we approach Medoh recklessly, its cannons will blast us out of the sky before we even get close. So, I'm gonna need to test you before I take you with me. We Rito warriors use the updraft in this ravine to hone our aerial archery skills. The updrafts are so strong here that a person could just open up a cloth over their head and float up easily. Wasn't that convenient? Because that's about all I've got on me here. Now, let's see what you're capable of. You'll have to maneuver through the air and destroy 5 of the targets set up in this valley in 3 minutes. Any pointers? Using a bow in midair is just like using a bow on the ground, but you'll probably want a bow suited for long-range engagement. Use your arrows to destroy 5 targets in 3 minutes. If you can't do that, you don't stand a chance against Medoh. Are you ready to be tested? I'm ready. And go destroy 5 targets with your arrows. Hey Bronny, welcome to our impromptu Wednesday night Breath of the Wild stream. There are 900 Koroks, and we've got 265-ish. Thank you for the Yahaha command, Bureau. We might have to update that in a minute. But we're around there, so we're roughly a third of the way done. We're getting there. Alright. He only wants me to destroy 5? That was easy, Tiba. Come on. I think it's actually Thursday for you, Bronny, but it's still Wednesday on my side of the pond. You're a skilled archer. It was as if time stopped with every arrow you let fly. I've got to tell you, Link, when you first showed up, I thought someone was pulling a prank on me. But after seeing you handle that bow, I can tell you're the real deal. You must have seen a battle or two. Yeah, I've seen a few. Don't be modest. I can tell just looking at you. Link, I feel I've heard the name somewhere before. Well, if you really want to help me bring down Medoh, it's now or never. I'll get you into position so you can give its cannons all you've got. Inside that treasure chest is a bow I've modified. Take it and let me know when you're ready. Oh, my inventory's full. Well, that's anticlimactic. Guess we'll have to drop some things. If I can press the right buttons. Oh man, yeah, okay. I mean, we've got 3 of this one bow, so... Well, actually, the knight's bow is better than the soldier's bow, so we'll get rid of that. Drop that, pick up this instead. 265 out of 900 is 29.44%. There we go. We'll hit 30% tonight. And there's arrows in here. Nice. Those targets look like RGB case fans. So, I'm wondering, should we just go right now and do the Divine Beast? Yeah, we may as well. If I had known that, I would have picked these up on the way up, but we'll just come get them again after. Or should I go get them now? No, you know what? You wait right here, Tiba. I'm gonna go grab this shrine and this Korok seed real quick, and then we'll go fight Divine Beast, Medoh. Shawarvo Shrine. So when we go in here, so unfortunately, this is a really weird thing that Nintendo did. You can only check how many Korok seeds you have through a loading screen. So going down into the shrine, we'll be able to check how many Korok seeds we have. It's a weird system, but anyway. We have got 268 Korok seeds, 40 shrines. So there are 120 shrines, we've got 40. There are 900 Korok seeds, we've got 268. What do we have in here? It's you who sets foot in the shrine. I'm Shawarvo. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. It's called Path of Hidden Winds. It's actually 29.77%. Nice. Nice. Alright, so we've just got to go from wind beam to wind beam, I guess. Wind beam is not the right word. Wind stream? No, that's not the right word either. Go from the wind to the wind. Yeah, we've got the Yahaha command as mods only, just because I didn't want some idiot coming in here and just messing everything up for us. So we're at 268 Korok seeds, Euro, so I think you might need to do 1 or 2 Yahahas to get us where we need to be, if you don't mind. There we go. That's where we need to go. Oops. There we go. Yes. That was kind of fun. I like floating around. Thank you for all the yahahas, Euro. Appreciate it. There we go. And now we're at 41 shrines. Let's go. We're actually going to grab one more Korok seed now before we go do this Divine Beast, so... I need one more yahaha from you, Euro, and then you're good for a bit. This next Korok seed should be a Magnesis ball. Just right here. Oh yeah, I see it. I also see a big-ass moose. Okay. Didn't realize this was the Legend of Zelda Canada edition. Yahaha! Alright. Now let's go do the Divine Beast. So with anyone not familiar with Breath of the Wild, there are 4 divine beasts throughout the game, which act as essentially the main story. The game is open world, obviously, so you can do what you want. You can actually skip the divine beasts and go right to fight Ganon from the very beginning of the game if you want, which is nice. We love player choice. It's not a great idea. You'll probably get your ass kicked. But yeah, there are 4 divine beasts, and we've already completed 1. So this will be the 2nd divine beast that we're facing here. Normal arrows won't put a dent in those cannons. You'll need to hit them with bomb arrows. These are a precious commodity, so don't expect me to do this again, but take these bomb arrows. Sick. Thanks, dude. 20? Nice. Hey, Bauer, the Legend of Newfoundland. Also, it'll be cold up there. You'll want to prepare a warm meal or bring some warm clothes. Okay, actually, before we go then, let's do this. We've actually got a ton of hot peppers. Let's toss them in a pot and make some spicy stew. Because I can't afford warm pans, so... Spicy sauteed peppers it is. Bam. Nice. Okay. Let's do this, Tiba. I'm ready. Alright. But let me ask you something. Why are you doing this? Why risk your life to bring down Medoh? To rescue Zelda. Zelda? But that's the name of the Princess Rivali served 100 years ago at Hyrule Castle. I don't know what she has to do with Divine Beast Va Medoh, but whatever. As long as you're helping me bring down Medoh, your motivation is fine by me. Right, get on. Fuck it, we ball! Beast time! Oh, are we in an ad right now? You know what, I will... Let's wait a minute. Because this should be a pretty fun little battle that we're about to do here with Va Medoh, so I want to make sure everybody's here and able to see, so let's hang out and chill. Hi, Power. How are you doing, everybody? Everybody, if you aren't following my friend, The Power Hour, change that, will you? Mark is a fantastic streamer. He is an insane genius when it comes to Baldur's Gate 3. He has done so many mind-blowing challenge runs in Baldur's Gate 3. Go give him a follow if you're interested in that. I feel like every time you say Divine Beast, our beast has a 25% chance of being summoned. Can't you just hear him coming in? Like, you rang. Hi from the gym! Oh, hello! The gym hour. Hope you're having a good workout. Good for you, getting out there, getting moving. What's everybody else up to tonight? Anybody doing anything fun? I know Mix is trying to relax and rest before the big exam on Monday. It's the middle of the night where Brawny is, so who knows what he's up to. Maybe some sort of, like, vampire summoning ritual. Ash said he was watching some TV, eating some Pringles. We love that. We love Pringles. I'm obviously here with you guys, chilling, relaxing, hanging out, working on this never-ending 100% challenge run. What's everyone else up to? What's everyone playing nowadays? I've actually started playing, I told you guys I was playing off-stream. I was playing Clair Obscure Expedition 33, which was an absolutely amazing game. If any of you guys haven't checked out Expedition 33 yet, do it. as of right now, I know we're only 6 months through 2025. But it's my game of the year. It's incredible. Beautiful game. It's just like one of those games where I really just have no notes. Soundtrack, one of the best I've ever heard. Visuals, incredible. Story, incredible. Combat, so fun. Go check out Expedition 33. They say hit the gym, delete Facebook, lawyer up, so I'm watching a lawyer. That's right. This little digital cartoon on your screen, believe it or not, does have a law degree. I know, shocking. I told you guys not to complain about my job or bring work into the conversation, but I told you guys in Discord yesterday I had a meeting set up with a client. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm a defense lawyer, an insurance defense lawyer. So if you get sued, I defend you. And anyway, this person got sued. I'm defending her. We had a meeting set up for yesterday, and she just didn't show up. So my first thought was, oh, well, I really hope she's okay. You know, hopefully nothing happened. I emailed her, I called her, like, where the hell are you? She didn't even answer. So then I got really worried. But no, we got a hold of her today, and she just said she wasn't feeling well, so she decided not to come. Like, huh? I get it. We all have days where we're not feeling well, but you couldn't have just, like, emailed me, called me, let me know, answer my calls. So yeah, anyway. That's the kind of shit I have to deal with in my job. Just people not showing up because they don't want to. I'm like, if you want to defend yourself, that's fine. Oh, the ad's gone. Excellent. Ash, we were literally waiting for you because I didn't want anyone to get stuck in ad purgatory while we go fight the Divine Beast. Euro says, I've been back and forth between Expedition and Star Rail, waiting for P5X to come out. That'll be here before we know it, right? Is she in her young 20s by chance? No, she's not. She's a grown-ass woman. God damn. I'm playing Avowed, Clear Obscure, Expedition 33, Void War, amongst the usual quick games. Also downloading The Altars to start playing from Friday. Bronny, I'm always so impressed how you can juggle so many games at once. Like, I legitimately have trouble playing 2 games at once. Like, I am very much a I can only play 1 game at a time kind of gal. So shout out to you for being able to juggle all those games. Mixes, yeah, I'm just chilling today. Found out last night I pulled a muscle around my rib cage. Oh no, get lots of rest. That must suck. The soundtrack in Expedition 33 is probably the best music in any game. It's incredible. Like, even if you're not interested in playing Expedition 33 for whatever reason, you're not into that type of game or what be it, you should check out some of the music on YouTube because it is freaking awesome. Regarding games, I picked Prey 2017 back up again. Cool. Cool. Hang on. So I've seen a couple of people playing the Date Everything demo last week. Can you give me like a Cole's Notes? Is it legitimately just a dating game where you date everything? Like, are we talking inanimate objects and animate objects? What is the deal with Date Everything? P5X is out 2 weeks from tomorrow. Oh my god, I didn't even put that together, Euro. That is so soon. Ash, so far I'm playing some more Hades, Mass Effect 3, and Life is Strange. Oh, damn! That is a trio of heavy hitters, Ash. Hades, Mass Effect 3, Life is Strange. Three great games. So for Date Everything, they give you magical glasses that personify literally any object in your house. Wow! I, might have to check that out. For now, though, let's go fight this Divine Beast. You can date your door? The stairs? I mean, dating your bed makes sense, I guess. Your detergent is a sword lesbian. What? Okay, now I really gotta play it. Who made this? Alright, it's showtime. Man, even I feel like I'm gonna freeze up here. You can date your rubber ducky? There's Divine Beast Va Medoh. It has its barrier up again. What a pain. What's wrong, Link? Too scared to talk? Let's go over the plan. You see those cannons? I'll draw their fire. While I'm doing that, use your bomb arrows to destroy the cannons. Got it so far? If you need to withdraw for a bit, just spread your cloth and float straight up in the updraft for a while. I'll take that as a sign that we need to regroup. Don't bother aiming for anything covered by Medoh's barrier. It's impenetrable. And whatever you do, don't get close enough to touch it. And finally, I know I've said this a few times already, but don't forget your cold protection. We can move whenever you're ready. Let's go. All right. Now go blow up those cannons.
We're in high.
Do I keep missing? This is embarrassing. I've shot 3 arrows and not a single one has actually hit the target. Okay, I've gotta get closer. There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright. So are you doing anything, Tiba? Are you actually helping here or nah? Why does it feel like I'm doing all the work? Because I know he was like, I'll draw their attention, but they're primarily shooting at me, so I'm pretty sure he's just showing off and doing cool tricks in the air. Yeah, for anyone who's been following Blueprints and or have missed Monday's stream was really awesome. We actually made it to room 46, so I have technically beaten the game, but of course, like any good game, the ending, well, it's really just part 1. There is so much to do in the post-game. There's still so many mysteries to explore that we're not done with Blueprints yet. We celebrated on Monday because we did actually get to room 46, which obviously is the #1 objective of the game, so we celebrated. It was good. It was happy. We technically beat the game, but there will be more Blueprints next week because we've still got quite a few mysteries to wrap up. I believe at the end of Monday's stream I made a list of all the other things we still need to do. And I believe I have 9 items on my list, so still lots to do. But yeah, that was pretty awesome to get to room 46 for the first time. One of the things on my to-do list for Blueprints actually is to get back to room 46. We want to go back there for a second time, so hopefully we'll get to do that on Monday. Yeah, Tiba's literally doing nothing. The cannons are primarily focused on me. He's just flying around trying to look cool. But thankfully, I didn't actually need his help. I took down all the cannons, which in turn will take down that barrier. And now we can get inside. That was a pretty fun little section. I like flying.
Well done, Link.
Or floating, I guess.
That thing is history.
Oh, I guess he got a hit.
News, Link. It looks like I got hit pretty good back there. I think I need to get back to the flight range. I just hope that I can make it back. You head down to Medoh. Good luck.
Why does that big bird remind me of the big Colossus from Shadow of the Colossus? They actually mentioned, they being the developers of the game, that Shadow of the Colossus was a big inspiration for the Divine Beast, so it's a good eye, Ash. Yeah, so for anyone who isn't totally familiar with Breath of the Wild, you'll probably know that in the past, a major gameplay feature of Zelda games was dungeons, and being open world, Breath of the Wild doesn't have dungeons per se. These divine beasts are the closest thing that the game has to a dungeon, so this will be a dungeon section now of us navigating the divine beast and basically disabling it. So there'll be a lot of puzzles to solve here.
Well now, I've seen that face before. I had a feeling you would show up eventually, but making me wait 100 years is a bit indulgent. You're here to wrest control of Medoh away from Ganon, correct? If so, then the first thing you'll want to do is find yourself a map. That guidance stone has the information for the layout of this divine beast. Can you make it there?
I'll try my best. Alright, so here we are. Divine Beast. There's lots of goopy Ganon gunk here. So that's great. Take that out. And then we'll try to follow the little vision that they gave us to get right to the map point. When we did the previous Divine Beast, the elephant, I had an issue in that I didn't have the map. And I was very confused and lost without said map, so we really need to prioritize the map this time around. I say that and I immediately go somewhere else. I felt like the little vision we saw brought us up here, but I guess it didn't, did it? No, it was over there. Oh, yeah. Okay, no, I understand. Over this way. Revali's the most condescending ghost I've ever heard. Yeah, for a guy who died, you'd think he'd have a little bit more humility, but anyway. I mean, as we saw in the vision from earlier, he was a dick in life, so... Good to know his personality didn't change after death, I guess. After you find all the Koroks, you should/could find all the Nirn roots in Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. How many Nirn roots are there? As long as there's not 900, I'll consider it. Want to know what I'd play soon? Tales of Symphonia, which I got myself a PS4 physical copy. Heck yeah. Sounds like a good idea to me, Ash. Okay, this is the map console. Sheikah Slate authenticated. Distilling map of Divine Beast. Google says there's 303 Nirn roots. Okay, that's a more manageable number. Relative to the amount of Koroks. Would you guys want to see me play the Oblivion remaster? Obviously, it's such a big game, we'd be playing it for a while, so I want to make sure you guys would be interested in watching it before I commit to something that big, you know? Palpatine says, do it. Divine Beast controls have been enabled. I haven't played Oblivion since the Xbox 360 days. It's been over a decade.
Map of the Divine Beast. The terminals that will activate Medoh are marked by those glowing points. You'll need to activate all of the terminals to take back control. Think you're up to it?
I'll try my best, bro. So this is the unique mechanic of the Divine Beast, is that you can actually manipulate their positions. You could do it with the elephant, and you can do it with this guy too. So essentially, to get to different locations, you need to physically move the Divine Beast, which is kind of interesting. Before we move it, though, let's see where we can get to with it just at baseline, and then we'll start manipulating things from there. You think Oblivion streams would be fun? So, the plan for right now is we're going to keep playing Blueprints on Monday and Zelda on the weekends up until we finish Blueprints, but I have a feeling that'll come sooner rather than later now that we've actually completed the main story. I'm thinking, you know, 1, 2, 3 more streams of Blueprints max, meaning come the end of the month, it's going to be time for us to play something else, and I still haven't decided what I wanted to play. I've got a couple of ideas in mind. I'm thinking about Final Fantasy X. I've never played Final Fantasy X before, and the reason why I'm thinking about it is, A, I've never played it before, and I know it's a fan favorite. But B, a lot of people have been comparing Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, to Final Fantasy X, and seeing as how much I loved Expedition 33, I was like, maybe I should play Final Fantasy X. So that's been one of the things I'm considering. I'm also considering playing Death Stranding 2, because we played Death Stranding 1 on the stream and I actually really liked it, so Death Stranding 2 could be fun. And then I've been thinking about Oblivion as well, so I don't know. I've got a couple of thoughts. Final Fantasy X is solid, but be aware that randoms on Twitch will hate speech the chat given the chance. What else is freaking new on Twitch? Do people hate Final Fantasy X for some particular reason? Does it have LGBTQ representation or something? I did one once for the OG game when I used to stream more regularly, and I made a horrific monstrosity of a protagonist who I named No Nose Jones. Someone want me to make No Nose Jones too? Hey Morgan! I still need to get to playing Death Stranding. Yeah, so I remember when they were first talking about Death Stranding and showing off gameplay footage and all that. I was literally like, this is the weirdest game I've ever seen. I'm not playing this. And then the game came out and everyone was raving about how good it was. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll try it. And I tried it and I'm so glad I did because it was genuinely super, super fun. So I'm like, maybe we should play Death Stranding 2. I don't know. I don't know what I want to play next. And maybe it'll just come to me over the next few weeks, but... Alright, so this is one of the first times we need to manipulate the Divine Beast here. If we lower this wing, this will allow us to actually move across. Shoot this eyeball. Couldn't do it in time. Well, that's not gonna work. If I could shoot that eyeball, then we could get in through there. Oh, literally send you a screenshot as reference as you want? Yeah, I am interested in the lore of No Nose Jones now. Poor Link is freezing his ears off. I know, because I couldn't afford the full cold weather outfit before I came out here. Also, what is wrong with me? Why am I the worst archer of all time? Holy crap. Okay. Holy crap, come on. Wait until I get closer. I'm almost out of arrows. Oh my god, I just keep shooting the ceiling! What is happening? Alright, here's new plan. We get a bomb arrow because a bomb arrow has a large explosion radius. Which means we've got a better shot of actually hitting this thing. No, don't jump off. Oh my god. Did it work? Yeah! One bomb arrow. I wasted about 10 regular arrows. One bomb arrow is all we needed. Alright. My cousin always makes his wacky looking character whenever he plays a Soulsborne game named Sippy Poo. Oh god. I mean, if we did play Oblivion, I feel like I would have to make Gladys for old time's sake. We played as Skyrim on the stream, and we played Morrowind on the stream, so I played Elder Scrolls 3 and 5 on stream, and both times we made a badass grandma character named Gladys. So I feel like if we're gonna do Oblivion, we probably gotta bring Gladys back for some more adventures, you know?
There are 4 terminals remaining. Still a ways to go.
Bro, can we be happy? You gotta start somewhere. Maybe instead of saying that, you could have, you know, been like, good job, Link, 1 down, 3 to go, but anyway. Did you also do Gladys for Starfield? That's right, I did do Gladys for Starfield. It's just like, give me a Bethesda game and Gladys is in a starring role. Now, what is this doing? Okay, there's some sort of mechanism here. Clearly. There's this big button. Oh, I see what I have to do. We gotta tilt the birdie. I am loving Fantasy Life so far, Morgan. I am like low-key addicted. It's so good. Now, that is pushing that. Oh, that gives me 12 minutes of cold resistance? Okay, sick. Let's finish this Divine Beast in 12 minutes. Okay. So the wind must only come in if I'm in a certain position. Is that it? See, then that moves. Okay, the button is slowly pushing back out. Where did the wind come from? Oh, when I hit that, I see. I think I understand. So, if I go this way, push that plunger on that button, and then I do this, yeah. That must be what we need to do. No, that doesn't open the door, though. What do you want from me? The most American divine beast. Bomb arrows and eagle screeches. How do I open you? Your mom is playing Fantasy Life, Morgan? That is awesome. That is so cool that your mom's a gamer. Oh, that just opens that. So how do I open that? Or does the button need to be like rammed all the way down? Because otherwise, why would they have these little thingies here? Hey Sharp, I wish we were 99% done. Alas, we've got many percent to go. Mix calculated it earlier, and just based on Korok seeds, I'm 30% done, almost, roughly, so. About a third of the way. Okay, so I need to hold that thing there. Oh, yeah, okay. It just needed enough momentum, essentially, to push the button so this door would open. Okay. Got it.
There are 3 terminals remaining. Keep going.
Finally, some nice words from Rivali. Keep going. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I'll do that. Alright. 2 down, 3 to go. Now, from here... There is so much eagle screeching, isn't there, Power? I've never felt so American in my life. Where are we going next? I'm trying to think of where we haven't been yet. We haven't been on this side. And we haven't been up top. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you can see we got all 3 on the other side. So the ones we're looking for are on this side. So this gets us up top. Good thing Link isn't afraid of heights, hey? Otherwise we'd be real screwed here. Oh, so close! Speaking of afraid of heights. Ah! This took you forever? It has been a hot minute since I've done this Divine Beast, so honestly this is like basically doing it blind. Because I can't quite remember anything. So I can see the terminals over there, so perhaps... Uh-oh, didn't mean to die there, actually. Perhaps we need to manipulate the angle of the wing. Let's go back down. So when's Tears of the Kingdom 100%? After this, right? Yeah, absolutely. After finding 900 of these Koroks, I'm sure I'll totally be in the mood to find 1,000 more. Okay, this might work. We get a little height going here. And then we... No, that's not gonna work. Okay, what if we do it the other way? Yeah, at last count, well, obviously we're doing main story right now, so I am pausing temporarily from collectibles, but at last count, we were at 268 Korok seeds and 31 shrines, so... Or, sorry, 41 shrines, so approximately a third of the way there. And then this is Divine Beast 2 out of 4, so... Still got a long ways to go. The goal was, we started this run in January, and I've been taking breaks here and there. I didn't want to just stream Breath of the Wild straight every single day. So we streamed for a couple months, we took a break, now we're back again, obviously, but always the goal was to finish this by the end of the year. So we've got another 6 months to go, so I gotta pick up the pace a little bit. But we're getting there. No, other way. So now there's 2 more. I didn't want to end up over here. How cool would it be to 100% both games in 2025? Yeah, no, it's probably gonna take me, it's gonna take me for sure 100 hours to 100% this one. So it'd probably take me 150 hours, at least, to 100% Tears of the Kingdom, because A, there's more Korok seeds, and B, the Koroks are more difficult too. Some of them are. So, Tears of the Kingdom would be the real challenge. You'd be a hero. Hey, Jazzy, how you doing, my friend? Hey, M7, thank you for the follow. All you gotta do is yeet those Koroks across a lake sometimes. Yeah, no big deal. Oh, I don't have any regular arrows left. Bomb arrows it is. We're gonna overkill that eyeball. Alright, that's where I need to go next, I think. You're sleepy but good? I'm doing well, thank you. We've, don't normally stream on Wednesdays, but I had some free time this evening, so I said, why not put in a few hours here in Breath of the Wild and continue working on this challenge run of ours. Trying to get to 100% completion here in Breath of the Wild. Doing what we can. Is this your first time playing? No, it is not. This is my 3rd playthrough of Breath of the Wild. I played the heck out of the game when it first launched back in 2017, put hundreds of hours in. And then we actually played it on stream, I believe it was 3 years ago. We did a crowd control run of Breath of the Wild, which was absolutely chaotic and hilarious. And then, yeah, now then, this is the 100% run, so... I've done some different Breath of the Wild stuff. Okay, that's just a treasure chest there, so honestly, like, I don't even really care about that. Like, yes, I care about it, but... what I more care about is getting up into that wing. Aw. Honestly, that's true. Morgan was the only nice person during the crowd control run. I can't believe I managed to beat the game with crowd control, honestly. With the amount of crap you guys threw at me. How many times did you do the Link gets electrocuted thing? Tiff, whenever you want to look, I dropped screenshots of No Nose Jones in the Discord. He's utterly horrifying, but he's my son. I cannot wait. With an intro like that, how could I not be excited? Okay, I need to... So maybe I do need to get up to that chest after all, because from there, then I can just glide through that little passage. Hey, MK. MK says, that's not true. We were trying to give you content, the best gift of all. The lightning was amazing. Why isn't crowd control on now? Can you imagine me trying to crowd control 100% run? I'll never forget you trying to climb that one thorny tower. No, that's like the thing I always remember when I think of crowd control, is me trying to climb the towers and you guys constantly making it rain. And not with money. Oh, there we go. This works. All right, boom. That's disgusting. That was an epic action moment of me blowing it up, so I'll take it. Now, our final two terminals are right over here, along with that floating head. Let's balance things out. I got this one here. Clicking that does what? Gives me some wind. Okay. It's really dramatic that every time I have to adjust the position of this guy, he wants to do an eagle screech, but... Anyway. Guess he's just feeling really American. Alright, there's another one.
Just one terminal remaining. What do you know?
Crowd control 100% would take you like minimum 2 years with us eternally making things worse. Minimum 2 years to complete 100% run on crowd control. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Now, here... Oh, I see. I see what we're doing here. As an American, I can confirm that we hear eagle screeches at least 5 times a day. I feel like every time you hear one, you have to like stop and salute. Okay, so that did that. And then... Fun fact, that screech is from a hawk, not an eagle. Ronnie, you're ruining my American fantasy. I see what we had to do. Okay, so we had the wind that blew the bomb over. We turn off the wind. Then we bring the ball out. I feel like I'm having a lot more success with this Divine Beast than I did with the elephant. There were some tough moments during the elephant one. That one got a little frustrating sometimes. Okay, so we put the ball here. Move over a little bit. Yeah, right in there. And then... go this way. Ball hits button, door opens, voila. I think. It has talons, it's still American. Yeah, what Shrub said. If only there was a giant moose Divine Beast, I would feel very patriotic as well. Or a beaver. Or a goose. Sheikah Slate authenticated. This is the last one, baby.
That was the last terminal. Now you just need to start the main control unit. I want you to take a good look at your map. There should be a new glowing point on there. Well?
Or a puffin. I do love puffins. Especially being from Newfoundland. I feel extra patriotic about puffins. Okay, so the final terminal. Oh, my warm meal just ran out. Honestly, If it was gonna run out at any time, that wasn't a bad time to do it. We talk about eagles, and we're on a Peacemaker episode where his pet is an eagle called Eagly. I mean, hey, if the name fits, am I right? Alright, so we've completed all the puzzles on the Divine Beast, which means there's one thing left. Good old boss battle. U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. You ugly. Scourge of Divine Beast Van Medoh, Windlight Ganon. It's a mouthful.
Good luck. That thing is one of Ganon's own, and it plays dirty. It defeated me 100 years ago, but only because I was winging it. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but you must avenge me, Link.
Maybe if you asked a little nicely.
His
Rivali.
Watch yourself.
Alright, let's do this thing. Luckily for me, I do have the Master Sword, which means it does extra damage against Ganon's creations. So as you can see, I got some good hits in there, so much so that we're going to phase 2 of the battle already. Beauty of having the sword that seals darkness when you're fighting pure darkness. Alright, now, unfortunately he does have these homing missiles in the second phase. So we just gotta avoid those. He also summons these. Makes it a little hard to get close to him.
Avoiding attacks might be wise.
Thanks, Rivali, yeah, so helpful. If he wasn't already dead, I would love to punch him, but... I suppose he already got what was coming for him. Where did he go? Bro, where are you? Oh, you're up there! Ow. Found you. Found you! Now get down. Stop it! Oh, wow, I died.
It is my pleasure.
Thankfully I had that ready. Woo! Alright, one more hit. Yeah, apparently Rivali died, but his ego didn't. Oh yeah! Mid-air Master Sword slash. Let's go. Take that, ugly. I wish they had a game about the war from 100 years ago. I mean, they did kind of. They had the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity game, which was like an alternate universe type thing, but did touch on the events from 100 years ago. I thought it was fun. I really liked Age of Calamity. Okay, 10 out of 10 on the jump onto cannon, then slash. Thank you, thank you. GG's, GG's. 2 out of 4 Divine Beasts down. We're getting there, folks. Slowly but steadily. And we get a heart container. Hooray! Rivali's spirit can also finally be put to rest. I'm not sure if that's a hooray or not. That guy's still a dick. I really like that they're doing a Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity type prequel game for Tears of the Kingdom as well. I can't wait for that. That's going to be fantastic. That gets us up to 14 hearts, and now we can cleanse this birdie for good. Once you activate the main control unit, you will not be able to re-enter the interior of this Divine Beast. Do you still wish to activate it? Sure do. Thank you for the hydration, Bronny. Cheers, everybody.
Well, I'll be plucked. You defeated him, eh? Who would have thought?
Hydrate, don't dehydrate!
Well done. I suppose I should thank you now that my spirit is free. This returns Medoh back to its rightful owner. Don't preen yourself just for doing your job. I do suppose you've proven your value as a warrior. A warrior worthy of my unique ability. The sacred skill that I have dubbed Revali's Gale!
I hate Revali, but I'll give it to him. His ability here, Revali's Gale, is super awesome and helpful. It allows us to create our own little gust of wind at any time, so if we ever need a lift, that'll help us out.
It's now time to move on and start making preparations for Medoh's strike on Ganon. But only if you think you'll still need my help while you're fighting inside Hyrule Castle. Feel free to thank me now.
So many bird puns, I know.
Or, never mind, just go. Your job is far from finished, you know. The princess has been waiting an awfully long time.
The eternal white screen. There we go. The Divine Beast has chilled out. It's on our side now and is gonna help us fight Ganon. Look at those talons. How American is that?
Medoh's sights are now set. You'll have a precise speed on Ganon from this vantage point. And when the time is right, give him everything you've got. Now we wait for that perfect moment. Medoh, we've been artfully patient for the last 100 years. I doubt you'll suffer a feather over a few more moments. After all these years, I simply must admit the truth. Even without the power of flight, Link made his way to this divine beast and accomplished something that even I could not. Guess I was wrong about how lucky he would be. I hope that luck holds out, Link, for everyone's sake.
Thanks, bud. This is going to be the backbone of the US Air Force someday. You know how ghosts stay in the material plane because they have unfinished business? Revali's still here because he needs to be Link's biggest hater. That's his unfinished business. He hasn't roasted Link enough. Alright, we got Revali's Gale, a blusterous power born from the spirit of the champion Revali. It creates an upward draft that carries you into the sky. Activate by charging jump with X. So this is pretty cool. Look at this. Look how much height you get! That is so sick! Speaking of, now we can talk to this chick. What's up? Do you like that? I call that little ditty Return of the Bird Wrangling Hero. Prelude in E sharp minor. Thank you for listening. No, thank you for making such a magical song about me. Alright, let's go speak to the elder. You've done it, and you survived at that. You conquered Divine Beast Medoh. To think the beast has taken up roost at the top of the village. It looks simply Divine. If the legends are true, the light from the divine beasts will ravage the Calamity. For now, divine beast Va Medoh will become the protector of this village and live on in legend alongside you. Oh, yes, of course, I must reward you properly. Feel free to take what you find in that treasure chest. You will get more use out of it than I. Champion Descendant. I've only just realized that sword you have in your possession. Could it be the sword that seals the darkness? The Hylian champion who fought alongside Master Revali 100 years ago. Could that be you? Who knows? Either way, Divine Beast Va Medoh, main quest complete. And now, what do we got in here? We've got the Great Eagle Bow. This is actually Revali's bow. So I'm gonna take that. Now, I just got a text from Alana that she is ready for pickup. So let's grab a couple more Korok seeds before we call it a night. There's a couple of Koroks in and around Rito Village here, so let's grab those. What we can do is we can actually fast travel up to Divine Beast Va Medoh, and then there's a couple of Koroks up high. It's just going to be a short stream tonight, but I'm glad we got through the Divine Beast. We're going to be back on Sunday with some more Breath of the Wild, and I'm hoping that's going to be a nice long stream. I really want to dig in and get some good progress done. So, from here, there's a balloon somewhere. I think it's like right under here. If I was a balloon, where would I be? I don't see you. Oh, I see you. The best part is again, I don't have any regular arrows, so we just really gotta blow that thing up. Nice. And then there should be... from here... there's a rock... right over this way? Oh, it must be on top. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, rock. Got it. Hey, Idaho, how are you doing?
Every time a new pizza delivery man comes to the door and notices the smell of the last pizza man, they storm off. It's an unfortunate domino effect.
Get it? Domino effect? Pizza? Yeah, I get it. I love me a good pun. Thank you for the 100 biddies, Idaho. Hope you're doing good tonight. How many more seeds can you get if Alana walks home? Let's find out, shall we? Alright, so there's also one here and one here. On those two rocks there on the side. Oh no, I don't know if I have enough wind to get there. Come on. Oh yeah, no, the other one's all the way up there. You know what's probably easier? Let's warp back up to the Divine Beast and then fly across. We're at 271 Korok seeds, 41 shrines, 2 Divine Beasts. For anyone who's keeping track. Thank you guys for hanging out with me on this impromptu Wednesday stream. As I said, I don't normally stream on Wednesdays, but had some spare time tonight, so I figured why not? Let's hang out. Let's get some Koroks. So I think it was a very successful evening. Like I said, we'll be back Sunday afternoon for a regularly scheduled stream. And I'm hoping to get a nice long stream in on Sunday to try to get as much progress in as we can. If I'm going to beat this challenge by the end of the year, I feel like I got to pick up the pace a little bit. So we're halfway through the year, but we're not halfway through the challenge, so we'll see how it goes. For anyone who wasn't in the stream on Monday, we actually beat Blueprints on Monday, which is super exciting. We got to room 46. However, that's apparently not the end of the game. Yes, we finished the game, technically. However, there are still lots of secrets to solve and lots of puzzles what that means is that we're still going to be playing Blueprints this coming Monday. We probably got another, at least one more week of Blueprints, probably 2, if not 3 weeks, because I'm really invested at this point. We could call it quits here and say, well, we got to room 46, that's all well and done, but no, I can't leave all these loose ends unsolved, so... we're gonna keep playing Blueprints on Mondays and Breath of the Wild on the weekends for the next couple of weeks, and then after that, we'll probably be moving into something new. I said earlier, I still haven't decided what I want to play next. I've got a couple of games that I'm sort of considering. I'm thinking about Final Fantasy X. I've never played Final Fantasy X before, and I've heard it's really, really good, especially after just playing Expedition 33. I've heard a lot of people say that it's similar to Final Fantasy X, so I've been thinking about that. I know Death Stranding 2 is coming out at the end of the month, and I loved the first Death Stranding, so I've been thinking about that. You guys tonight were saying you'd like to see Oblivion, so now I'm thinking about that. I don't know. I gotta pick a game that we're gonna play for the summer, so if anyone has any strong opinions about it, feel free to let me know. I'm gonna hem and haw over it for the next couple of weeks, but yeah. Regardless, that's it for tonight, everybody. I think we made some great progress, so thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I hope you had a nice, cozy Wednesday evening here. I really appreciated the time to hunt some of these Koroks, and like I said, I will be back on Sunday with some more Korok hunting. So I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good rest of your Wednesday, or I guess for some of you, Wednesday's already over, so have a great start to your Thursday. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully I'll see you guys back here on Sunday for some more Breath of the Wild. In the meantime, if you guys are new around here, head on over to the YouTube channel. If you want to get caught up on any of this run so far, I do upload all of the Twitch VODs over on my YouTube channel, so you can watch Breath of the Wild all day long if you want to. Speaking of Blueprints, all the Blueprints VODs are over there as well. And I do make some original Let's Play content over on YouTube. Right now we're currently playing through Suikoden 2 as well as Xenoblade Chronicles X, 2 amazing JRPGs, so you can go watch those episodes at any time. Both of those games are also coming to an end. I'm kind of coming to a transition point here to both Twitch and YouTube, where all the games I'm playing are sort of wrapping up, so that's kind of exciting. It's nice to get to the end of things and start new things, but yeah, we're getting close to the end of Suikoden 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles X as well, so you can go check that out. But that's it for me, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks again for hanging out. I had so much fun, and I'll see you guys again on Sunday.